Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your weather hazard briefing for Southeast Idaho for Thursday, October 16th. And not too much to talk about today. First, we've had this long duration storm system that has brought a lot of rainfall to decent portions of our forecast area, some of that high elevation snow here over the past 2 days or so. We're expecting that to finally pull away from the region today. So rain and snow showers will taper off from west to east over the course of the day. I'd say if you're across the broad central mountain region and down into the eastern Magic Valley, you're mostly going to be done this morning. We may even see some breaks of sunshine as the day progresses and a mostly dry afternoon and evening for you. As you get off to the east, particularly along and east of I-15, it'll take a little bit longer for those rain and snow showers, mostly rain showers outside of the backcountry, to really taper off and come to an end as that system pulls off to the east. Everyone should see a brief break between systems, some sunshine, some drier weather, some warmer temperatures as we go through Friday and Saturday, so that'll be nice. And then our next system, a faster moving storm system, will arrive over the course of the day Sunday, and that'll continue through the day on Monday as well. So another round of precipitation with that system, probably seeing some additional snowfall at certain elevations. We'll see how that shakes out in the models here as this event approaches, and maybe a little bit more wind. Doesn't look like really a high wind scenario, just a little bit breezier out there, which may have some minor impacts for a few of you with this next system. Weather risk outlook, breaking this all down here. Here we go, wrapping things up today. You can see a lot of our areas here in the Central Mountain region. We're mentioning morning, AM, rain and snow shower activity, but then things shutting down pretty quick for the rest of the day. And then off to the east, it'll take a little bit longer for that transition to occur. Still can't rule out some evening or early night rain or snow showers Friday night up across the northeastern portion of our forecast area, so places like Island Park, Upper Snake Highlands, the Big Holes, maybe Driggs, seeing a little bit of that activity, but otherwise predominantly dry for all of Southeast Idaho on Friday. We'll continue that on Saturday as well with weak high pressure. And then our next system coming in on Sunday. Looks like rain showers won't arrive until the evening hours across portions of the southern and eastern highlands, particularly as you head down toward the Bear Lake region. But sometime during the middle of the day, we'll see this activity overspreading most of the rest of our forecast area. And that continues into Monday with colder temperatures transitioning things to predominantly snow across the central mountains, including in most of the valley areas, and then a mix of rain and snow showers elsewhere. So we'll be digging into some of the details with this system here starting today. And it looks like it'll be, again, a quicker system, probably overall slightly lighter precipitation amounts than what we just saw. But we'll see how those snow levels shake out for possibly seeing some lower elevation snow showers as that trough moves through. Still no watches, warnings, or advisories in effect. Still some winter weather advisories if you happen to be traveling eastward into the state of Wyoming as we wrap up this system. Current satellite still showing quite a bit of cloud cover over the area. The white colors, the gray colors that you see here are mid to upper level clouds. Underneath that, the blue is lower level clouds, and you may encounter some patchy fog. We're quite moist in the low levels this morning, so there may be some low stratus clouds, some patchy fog running around out there, in addition to some of those lingering rain showers. But all of this trending off to the east and starting to diminish as we go through the course of the day, and particularly get into this evening and overnight tonight. You can see some of that shower activity here on the morning radar. Right now moving from north to south across the Snake Plain and Arco Desert, but we'll see this fill in a little bit and start to move to the east-southeast, again focusing in the eastern part of our forecast area as we get into midday and this afternoon. High temperatures today on the cool side, still some 50s for lower elevations up the Snake Plain corridor. A couple of our mountain valleys, places like Chalice and Stanley, still making it into the 50s, predominantly 40s at higher elevations in some of our other mountain valleys by this afternoon. Additional snowfall today as this pulls away. Again, we're still looking at very high elevation snow, generally above pass level, possibly Immigration Summit, Pine Creek Pass, Reynolds and Tarhee Passes still seeing snow not far off from the highways there. May be a slick spot or two for those who are traveling, but other than that, most of the snowfall across our region has already occurred. And then total additional precipitation today. This is mostly rainfall with, again, some of that higher elevation melted snow. mostly focused across the east, and there's a few spots here in the southern and eastern highlands as you get outside the Snake Plain where we may be able to pull off another 1/10 of an inch, 2/10 of an inch of precipitation as we wrap this system up today. High temperatures as we move into Friday starting to recover a little. Again, our break has begun, our break between systems, drier weather, some sunshine mixing in. 46 still in Island Park, but 57, a little bit better down into Pocatello. 60 coming in across Twin Falls and Burley, 57 up in Stanley, 60 up to Haley as well. So it'll feel a little bit nicer to go along with that drier weather during the day on Friday. Saturday, very similar readings. Most locations getting into the 50s and very close to 60 in the eastern Magic Valley, maybe Chalice and Salmon as well for your Saturday. And then our system starts to move in. Our next trough moving in from the west, and on the leading edge of that, we're going to continue to warm up for one more day before we see temperatures drop off and get much cooler for the heart of this system on Monday. So for your Sunday to round out the weekend, rain showers, high elevation snow showers starting to spread in from west to east over the course of the day. If you're down here, places like Soda Springs, Montpelier, Bear Lake, down here in the southeastern highlands, you may be dry for most of the day on Sunday, but by afternoon, some of that shower activity should be getting into the Snake Plain corridor, and we will see 60s for a lot of our lower elevation population centers. Warmest readings out here toward Twin Falls and Burley as usual. So that's what we're looking at here for the next few days. Again, we'll taper things off today. We'll have a nice break for most of you Friday and Saturday. Expect a return to unsettled weather Sunday and particularly into Monday, with much colder temperatures returning for Monday as well. If you have questions, comments, and concerns, we're always here at our office. Feel free to reach out using the information on this slide. And everyone, have a great Thursday.